He's Freddie's travelling well on the outside of it as they come to the home turn. Taken out wider now is Ron the Roman. Now Demerit Point is locked up about 8th on the inside. In front of it was Atlanta Blue working off the fence and taken out wide. Miss Singapore is joining in now about 6 deep as they corner, and getting underneath it is Like a Mitt. Racing inside the 300. Another remark in front. He's Freddie has raced up on the outside. Atlanta Blue still 2 lengths to Demerit Point, who's got into the clear and is starting to run home gamely now. And further back is Miss Singapore. Hitting the front though is Atlanta Blue. Atlanta Blue has moved clear from Another Remark. Getting up on the inside also is Star Mover and then Demerit Point, but Atlanta Blue in front, and Atlanta Blue has won well. Photo second.
I've got Jason Pateman down here with me, and just telling me he's a little bit, he threw his head about the run, but he's a pretty quiet horse.
Yeah, he's quiet. He's like a yearling in a 3-year-old skin. He's got so much to learn. Hopefully one day he'll go straight, and I think you'll see a bit more from him.
Was it just the fact that he was inside of horses you think was the issue there, or is he just a little bit in the race, a little bit off?
I just think he's one of them horses. I think he's always going to carry his head high, and I think he'll straighten up with time, and hopefully he'll get his head down as well.
Potentially add a bit more gear, as you mentioned previously.
Yeah, he has worked along with Showy Chloe and kept up, so that's a pretty good task in its own. And like I just said to you guys, the first day you don't actually have something on them, they go and do that to you.
Speaking of a fantastic filly, Showy Chloe, she's going aces, and she's drawn a really nice barrier for the weekend in the Belmont Guineas.
Yeah, I think Mitch was pressing refresh on the web page, because as soon as it came up, he was on the phone to me and couldn't contain his excitement anyway. So if he's confident, I'm confident.
Do you reckon it would have been a different story if it was 16 instead of 1?
Yeah, well, I like these new barrier rules. I drew 1 today, I'm drawing 1 on Saturday, so bring it on.
Hopefully a few more barrier ones for you. Well done, Jason.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I've got winning jockey down here now with me, Paddy Carbery, and Paddy looked to want to pull a bit in the run, especially around the turn there, but still had a withering turn of speed at the end of the race.
Yeah, I watched his replays before today. I hadn't sat on him before today, and he looked pretty green in his replays, and Jason said that he's got a lot to learn. He thinks he knows what he's doing, but he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But he over-raced a bit early, and he had done a bit wrong in the straight, but that's probably nothing that he hasn't done previous. But good to get him over the line, and hopefully the penny will start to drop with him.
Rounding the turn, Patrick, now, was it a conscious decision to go out rather than wait for the cutaway?
Well, preferably because he's bad for hanging in. Jason said, maybe can utilise the cutaway, but the horses in front of me were going no good, so I was able to get off and get flowing, because he's a big horse and probably needs to flow a little bit. But no, he probably hasn't beat much today, but he won pretty well.
For the rest of the day, Patrick, you've also got Picatigo and Patrimonio, who looks to be a superb ride.
Yeah, he's probably my best ride, Patrimonio. He goes to the races, probably doesn't have a trial under his belt, but got a little bit of weight, but his previous form showed that, he's a Saturday class horse, so hopefully he can get a good run and start the campaign off well.
Congratulations, great way to start the day, and may it continue.
Thanks, Mark. Cheers.